Alrighty. Let us resume. I was about to say, I'd rather not fight these guys. And then, you know, have to fight these guys. Did this too soon. Sucker foo, sucker foo. We get to see Randy. Not a complete lost cause. Enemies that self-destruct are evil. Oh, of course, yeah, you just move right there so that you can explode on everybody. Thank you. I need to be more careful around enemies like that. Was that one of the fishing guys? Must be. Is that a treasure chest over there that I haven't gotten? That wouldn't make much sense. I did get that one. Yes, Genevieve heard a knock on her at her door. She had been sitting upright at the edge of her bed, fully dressed in modest wear from head to toe, with her veiled hat set next to her as she read a book. You're from the Fisherman's Guild, aren't you? I'm Sharkman, the Ocean's Edge. The ocean's what? The ocean's edge, my boy, as in the very edge of the sea. And now that you're here, the two of us are going to have an angler's duel to the death. That's a bit too high stakes for me. Whoops, I mean, the rules are sudden death. Though, actually, you've got to meet the conditions first anyways. Believe it or not, I've got a reputation for having the finest technique in the Elite Four. Challenge me, you need to catch a number of my favorite fish. Want to know the exact species you're looking for, just ask Salem back in the city. Why can't you just tell me here? But fine, whatever. Do I have them? Not even close. Alright. Milled flour times 8. Kind of surprised we didn't get a cutscene here. Ah, alright. Gotta walk inside first. Lloydo? Oh. Why are you always outside when we're outside? Hey there, Cecile. Sorry for dropping by so suddenly. It's no trouble at all, Lloyd. Ellie, Randy, Noelle, it's good to see you all again. How have you been? Well, thank you. Long time no see. Way too long, if you ask me. I'm flattered you remember me. I believe the last time we spoke was when the CGF came here during the cult incident. Ah, yes. That's not an easy night to forget. So you're the older sister Lloyd never had. I've heard oh so much about you. Oh, I don't believe we've met. You must be the other new addition to the SSS apart from Noelle. That's one of the many things I am, yes. Wazy Hemisphere. Pleasure is all mine. Nice to meet you. I suppose I owe you a proper introduction as well. My name is Cecile Nuez. I'm a nurse here at St. Ursula Hospital. I appreciate you getting along with my dearest little brother here. Cecile, I get where you're coming from, but you don't have to put it like that. It's not like we're related by blood. Anyway, Cecile has been looking out for me for as long as I can remember. Oh, now, Lloyd. You don't need to be embarrassed about me in front of your friends. Nobody said that I was. Well, never mind that. Let's get back to the real matter at hand. Your two beautiful new coworkers. The SSS just keeps adding candidates, Lloyd. Have you decided which one you're going to date? Date? Cecile, the SSS is a serious police division, you know, not a singles club. Oh dear, my apologies. I didn't mean to be so inconsiderate. What was I thinking, bringing this up when Tio isn't back yet? Why, that's just not fair to her. Lloyd, once Tio comes home, make sure you take the time to decide who in the SSS is going to be your soulmate. Were you even listening at all? I told you, it's not like that. Watching Cecile tease him like this makes me feel right at home somehow. Yeah, nothing like seeing Lloyd's kill me now groans soar over her head. Not you guys, too. Oh, shush. I really have missed you these past couple of months, you know. As it so happens, I'm about to start my break. Would you like to have some tea with me inside? I wouldn't mind that at all. What do you say, guys? Time for tea? Why not? This will be a good chance to catch up. So, it's gonna be a while before Teal rejoins you all, is it? Yeah, she's had a lot of work on her plate, last we heard. Sure, the Foundation's been keeping her busy over at headquarters. Well, that's a shame. Hopefully they let up enough for her to come home soon. Can't wait to ask about all the things she's experienced in Lamont State when she gets back. Yeah, same here. I'm willing to bet Tio's just as eager to see you again, too. Wow. What's with you two? It's just everyone always talks about how close you two are, but seeing it in person really cements the fact. The rest of us can't even get a word in edgewise. I'm practically green with envy. Your hair is always green. I was thinking that, but I was just like, that's a stupid comment. Why would somebody say something like that? Lloyd. Get a load of the funny man over here. He doesn't even feel the least bit bad about it. Sorry not all of us got to cozy up to a catch like Cecile since the day we could spell our own names. Not the way he clearly has, no. And if he keeps taking it so casually, it's going to come back to haunt him in his other relationships. What are you guys even talking about? Now that you mention it, I did end up taking quite a bit of your time catching up, didn't I? I'm sure you had a more important reason for coming here today. Yeah, that's right. The thing is, we're here regarding a support request from someone named Dr. Sayland. They're the new head of the neurology and pharmacology departments here, I think. Yes, that's right. When news of Dr. Gwenter's transgressions came to light and the public learned about his drug, the hospital was in a state of chaos. In the wake of it all, the doctors did their best to provide care to the recovering victims even while they were off duty. Things weren't easy. It's only been just recently that St. Ursula has managed to regain the patient's trust. I didn't realize how hard these last few months have been on you guys. It's okay. We managed to work things out one way or another. Now that the scars from the incident are finally healing, St. Ursula Hospital is making an effort to move forward. To that end, Dr. Sayland was recruited into our staff from Remiferia. Am I correct to assume they're related to the Sayland Company, famous for manufacturing medical equipment? Yes, that's right. She's a relative of its founder. I've never met a woman who exuded so much confidence. She really knows how to command a room. Oh, so they replaced that dirtbag with a lady. Now I'm really looking forward to meeting her. Don't mind him. If that's her background, then I'm sure she's a great doctor, especially if she's got your stamp of approval. I assume she's appropriately qualified academically speaking. Yes, just like her predecessor. She specialized in the fields of pharmacology and neurology while in Remiferia. Dr. Sayland also recently led a successful operation on Michael, a boy with a serious illness who's been staying at the hospital. In fact, she's now in the early preparations for Shizuku's next scheduled surgery. Did you say Shizuku? Oh, that's big. I'm glad she's in the hands of someone so capable. Would you happen to know where we can find Dr. Sayland right now? At this time of day, she's usually holed up in her lab in the research ward. If you speak with Sarah at the reception desk, she'll phone her for you and let you in the building. Actually, since we're both headed to the same direction, why don't I escort you there? That would be great. Let's go. Yes, that's right. You would, please. Thank you very much. Okay, I just confirmed everything with Dr. Sayland. She'll be waiting for you in her office over in the research ward. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, you were a big help. The break is almost over, so I think I should leave you all to your work now. Yeah, we can get there on our own. It was nice catching up with you. Thanks again, Cecile. Not at all. I'm sure the SSS has plenty of tough days ahead, but I know all of you can handle it. I believe in you, Lloyd. Right, thanks, Cecile. Airplane. Lloyd, you lucky suckafoo. I believe in you, Lloyd. I can't believe she actually said that to you. I don't think she said it quite that enthusiastically. When you put it that way, it almost sounds as if you wish she did. What a shame that you didn't even get one of her trademark tender embraces. Now that you mention it, trademark? When was this exactly? Knock it off already, alright? We're here on duty. Now let's go find Dr. Sayland. Remember, the research ward is on the roof, and the pharmacology lab is on the 4th floor. He changed that subject pretty fast. Must have really gotten under his skin. Isn't it the best? Now you know why I go out of my way to tease him so much. I heard that. Yes, fucker. Let's look for magazines to improve my cooking. I don't think I want to talk to her. She's gonna destroy us. And ain't no sucker fools. Cooking magazines. I'll take a car magazine if... No? Help a brother out. Primer on cross-bellied cuisine. Hey. Alright, so they... Oh, okay, I see it right there. I did not notice that. I just thought it was a... You know, another book standing out. Gotta be on top of my game. Speak with Superintendent. That's not good. Could be a fishing spot here. Yeah. Yes. Just what the doctor ordered. I didn't think I was gonna get a fish. A piranha. I needed one of those. Don't quite recall what I needed it for, but I know I needed one. Maybe I should have got a second one. A turtle. Another turtle. Come to think of it, did I fish in the last area with both fishing rods? I think I did. Alright, last earthworm, then we'll swap over to the medium rod. The little shooter. Right, fine. Do a safety save just in case. Never know when a doctor turns out to be an evil bad guy that wants to, you know, destroy you. Pardon us, this is the special support section. Come in. Took you long enough. You're approximately 2 minutes later than I would have liked, but I won't let that sour the many good things I've heard about you. Persnickety, isn't she, or ain't she? I can't deny she's a real looker, though. Well, come in. No sense in yelling all the way across the room. Right. You're Dr. Salen, correct? We were told you completed a compositional analysis of Nos. Sorry to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask of you first. The data you want will have to wait until after you've taken care of it. You mean your support request? Is there a particular reason you can't give us the Gnosis results first? As it so happens, what I'm asking you to do pertains to those very results. It concerns the number of patients who were under the drug's influence. Oh, that makes sense. Fair enough, we'll get right on it then. Mind giving us more details? I'd like for you to all collect several health surveys from the aforementioned patients. After the incident with the cult, the hospital concentrated its efforts on caring or recovering victims of Gnosis. Of course, that treatment has long since been completed for the most part. However, not every patient returned the health survey the hospital gave them. I think I understand now. If you don't have all the surveys, the analysis won't be as accurate. Correct. I want you to take care of this. Tout de suite, whatever that means. In total, there are 3 patients who have yet to submit their surveys. First is Dino, a boy from Crossbell City's downtown district. Next is Nikolai, a performer from Arkansas. And finally, one of CGF's guardsmen, Kless from Belgard Gate. Go to them, explain the situation, and collect their surveys. Make them fill it out if they haven't already. Got it. I think I remember all three of them. We can start by heading up the city and talking to the guys from downtown in Arkansas. Then head out west to Belgard. Kless would probably be in the mess hall around this time. Sounds good to me. Let's get to it. Leave it in your hands. Once you retrieve the paperwork, return here and report to me. Once you do, I'll be able to give you your Gnosis analysis results. Alrighty then. Get the stepping. Alright, give me the earthworm. Earthworm Jim. Need to make it back to the car. Let's go to Belgard Gate. And the mess hall. You? Yo, Kless, how's it hanging? What the, Randy? Rehab training is over. What are you doing here? Allow me. We explain the stuff. Health survey. All right, I totally forgot about that. I have it right here, just a sec. This is it, right? That's the one. Sorry you guys had to come all the way out here just for a piece of paper. You know, I've been so over the moon lately that I'd totally forgotten about that whole Gnosis mess. Over the moon? Yeah, Stella and I have been getting real lovey-dovey and... Alright, Lloyd, let's roll. Our job here is done. Right, good call. We don't really have time to sit around for the entire saga. Hey, what are you doing? Don't you want to hear about it? Sorry, we've got business to take care of. Wow. That might be one of the first times in Trail's history where they're like, no, actually, no. We don't want to hear it. Crap. I don't remember all of the locations. One was Dino. Oh, and then the entertainment district. And if I remember correctly, because I had just talked or spoken to him, he's the guy with the green hair. Yes. Oh, hi there, SSS. Hey, Nikolai. Got a quick question for you. Health survey. Oh, that thing? I was having so much fun rehearsing that I totally forgot to return it. Hang on just a second, I'll go grab it for you. This is it, right? Yep, thanks. Your change in attitude tells me that terrible drug no longer has a hold on you. Yeah, I never would have been able to get myself off that stuff without the proper treatment. Thinking back, it's hard to remember why I even resorted to it in the first place. I guess I was just that desperate to do something about my total lack of talent. In other words, it slipped right past your insecurities and into your heart. Shouldn't be much to worry about, though, as long as you're aware of that now. Right, all I'm hooked on these days is striving to be the best Arkansas performer I can be. Can't wait to see how it plays out on the stage. Okay. We gotta go talk to Dino. Dino the Dino. Ooh, hold on a second. This It's never been opened before. Ah. Bellberry juice. You're not the delivery man, last I checked. I deliver death. How'd you guys get back here? Oh, whatever. I need to speak with you on the other side of the counter. Alright. Glad I noticed that, because that's not something that's easy to notice. Alright, oh, my. What's going on over here? Oh, there's a treasure chest over here. Someone has to end this cycle of looting. What do you say? Ready to bury the latchet? Glad I stumbled upon this, but I wasn't expecting this to actually be a thing. Are you who? Yes, you are. Oh, I should be asking Anna. Being a witch, she would surely be able to find Ron, he thought. He began to run along the path back toward Anna's hut. Suddenly, he heard a loud cry. And then, can we get to the food already? You bought some bread, didn't you? Let's just swipe it while she isn't looking. Cygrease is here to teach Sunday school. That's a famous fairy tale she's reading to them. It's kind of nice to watch. And then... The SSS? What are you guys doing here? Wait a sec. Is that Wazy back there? Get out of here, you bastard. Not welcome in these parts, am I? We understand how you feel, Dino, but just hear us out for a moment. Health survey. Survey? Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember them handing it to me when I was still being treated there. And don't tell me you tossed it in the trash the second you got home. I mean, no, but I stopped feeling any after effects of Gnosis a while ago. I didn't want to bother going all the way to the hospital again when I'm already better. Dino, I don't think it's wise to self-diagnose yourself like that. Think of it this way. If you end up wrong and your symptoms return, the rest of the Saber Vipers will suffer for it. Guess you're right. Okay, fine. Just give me a minute. I know it's around here somewhere. Let me go find it out and fill it out. At least we won't be walking away empty-handed. Let's give him some time. Here, is this what you want, right? That should do it. Thank you, Dino. Whatever, you don't gotta thank me about it. Now take that lettuce-headed punk and get out of here, will ya? Alright. Sorry for the trouble. Last of the health surveys we had to collect. For Dr. Dogs are barking. Salem's been watching the clock. Let's get back to her as quickly as we can. Rest. Buckle food dogs. Get a new... Oh, I guess not. Alrighty. Now we gotta go to the Ursula College. Before I go over there, let's save. Again, you never know when the doctor is gonna, try to eat you or something. You're back. 5 minutes later than I would have preferred, but I suppose you didn't flunk completely. Give us a break, Doc. Thanks. Anyway, we finished collecting the health surveys. Here you are. Lloyd handed the health surveys over. Is there some sort of problem? No, just the opposite, in fact. According to these results, no patient is displaying any symptoms of after effects. That would mean our treatment of the Gnosis victims has officially concluded. Well done. That's great. What a relief. I could have done without the cross-state marathon, but it was nice to help a good cause, at least. I can give you the Gnosis analysis results right away if you'd like. You have the time to spare. Of course, whenever you're ready. I'll try to summarize what I've learned from the Gnosis analysis. First and foremost, I discovered that Gnosis can effectively disable what are known as brain limiters. Brain limiters? Never heard of them. And perhaps you know that the average person performs at less than half of their physiological capacity. The brain places subconscious limiters on the body's faculties to decrease the risk of physical strain. However, should those limiters be released through artificial means, it would, in theory, be possible for a human to operate at their fullest individual potential. In other words, Gnosis isn't designed to enhance physical strength. Rather, the drug forcibly draws out a person's latent abilities. Precisely. Naturally, removing those limiters takes a considerable toll on the body. That much we know. All the guardsmen who were under its influence were incapacitated after the fact. Some of them were in such rough shape that they wound up bedridden. But that little rehab training we went through got them back into fighting shape, from what I could tell. Yeah, thankfully enough. Getting back to the Gnosis's effects. There was also a man who used the drug to heighten his luck and senses, racking up a win after win at the casino. It also had an adverse impact on his personality and speech patterns. He was an entirely different person. Are those symptoms also a result of Gnosis releasing those brain limiters? It is possible. The drug is confirmed to rapidly augment all 5 of the person's sensory symptoms. It's only logical that it would affect one's emotional state as well as heightened feelings of anxiety and paranoia. I would explain why a subject under its influence becomes so agitated. Makes sense? Yeah, that's a perfectly reasonable explanation to me. However, this is the extent of what we can glean about the drug on a biochemical level. Pardon? When evaluating a number of the drug's effects, the only word that comes to mind is unscientific. Take, for example, the ability to sway fortune itself in one's favor, as you just mentioned. Though that is far from the most inscrutable phenomenon you've all witnessed. I refer, of course, to the demonization process. That's true. Good luck explaining that. It was taking the red Gnosis that caused demonization. That would mean its components were different from the blue variant. Well, about that, I found that the compositions of red and blue Gnosis were actually identical. Again, that's biochemically speaking. Really? Yes, the divergence in color comes from the refining process. Beyond that, however, their chemical makeups are one and the same, and their molecular structures nearly so. Yet it was reported that only the red Gnosis variant was capable of causing the inexplicable metamorphosis. The only sensible conclusion one could derive is that this demonization was no more than a collective hallucination induced by panic. Yeah, I don't think so, Doc. Demonization is real. I witnessed it for myself when we arrested Ernest Reese. I understand that, hence why I said that this was the extent of what we could learn from the analysis. The only purpose of this approach was to unravel what we could about Gnosis through the lens of biological chemistry. I see. That's a surprisingly open-minded stance from someone who works in modern medicine. Not at all. Modern medicine isn't a panacea, particularly when it comes to matters of the mind and soul. Gnosis likely possesses a hidden property that makes those two factors resonate with the body. I'm certain that not even Joachim fully understood Gnosis's true capabilities. Using ritual secrets handed down within the cult, he developed it through pure trial and error, succeeding only in its mass production. It's true, that much was confirmed by the man himself. Now remember, he said he perfected the drug through the data yielded by the cult's rituals. As I thought. He was competent and enthusiastic, yes, but he lacked the makings of a true genius. In the end, it led him down a dark path. Hold on a second. Are you saying you knew the guy personally? Yes, he and I were colleagues in medical college back in Remiferia. I hadn't seen him since graduation, but we did occasionally exchange letters about our respective research results. To think he would misuse his findings in the name of such an abhorrent cause, and at the cost of his own body and soul at that. Dr. Sayland, our condolences. Oh, I should apologize. My sentiments aren't what you came here for. In any event, and they really do say in any event a lot, this is as much as I can tell you about the drug. A different methodology will be necessary for you to learn any more about Gnosis. This is simply my intuition speaking, but I believe its primary ingredient, Floroma grass, may hold the key to any further revelations. Floroma grass? Mentioned by name in the cult's data terminals. Yeah, but that's about all we got. No one figured out what kind of plant it is or where it's supposed to grow. I'm well aware. I even turned to some of the continent's best botanists, only to find they could tell me nothing about it. The grass may be a rare species that was cultivated in secret, or perhaps something else entirely. Regardless, given the drug's effects, it may be that the plant has supernatural properties as well. Supernatural? A dash of paranormal phenomenon never fails to liven things up. Thank you for the information, Dr. Sayland. I think we're one step closer to finding the truth behind that drug now. Is that right? Well, I'm happy to help. This marks the end of my role in the investigation of Gnosis. You're welcome to visit me again if you learn anything new, however. At the very least, I can offer you my professional opinion on whatever you come across. It was like every question she answered just dug up a handful more of them. One step forward, two steps back. Sounds like you guys might be experiencing some Kingdom Hearts. And there aren't many leads to go off on now that Joachim is gone. We may have to rely on further analyzing the cult's data to get the information we want. Just another side project to add to our agenda, I suppose. And let's try to keep it in mind. Either way, we've done everything we were asked as far as this request goes. How about we check in on Cecile one last time before we leave? Oh, you know I'm down. Down for the block. I think I saw her in Shizuku's room? Nope. Cecile, where are you? Mr. Gable, he was under long-term care before being discharged. That man was so selfish, not to mention a real pain in the neck for all of us. Still, I wonder how he's doing, wherever he is. Could it be a call from another division? Lloyd Bannings of the Special Sports Section speaking. Guess who? I know you haven't forgotten the sound of my voice, Detective. Of course not, Michael Michelle. What do I owe the pleasure? And it only took you one try. That intuition of yours is sharper than ever. Or maybe you were just longing to hear my sultry tones. Not exactly. You were the top name on my list of suspects. The only one, in fact. Is this about Kia? She's still over there at the guild branch, right? Yeah, about that. She and Shizuku went to the Harbor District to play. That police pooch of yours, Zeet, was it? He was with them, so I figured it was all fine and dandy. Oh yeah, if Zeet's looking over the girls, I don't think we have anything to worry about. Good to know, good to know. I heard a lot about that little pup, you know. Well, little isn't the word, after seeing him in person. Do you think he's really one of those divine wolves of Crossbell myth? I'm not sure about that. Zeet is special, but I don't think he's a living legend or anything. Anyway, did you just want to touch base with us about Kia? No, actually, there was something else I wanted to tell you kiddos. Or well, Arios did anyway. He was looking to exchange a little bit of information with the SSS. He should be back at the branch later this evening. Think you can swing by? Tonight? Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Does this have to do with the trade conference? That too, but he also wants to talk to you about Heiwei and the Red Constellation. Got it. We'll head over as soon as we're done with our request for the day. Sure thing. We'll be waiting. That was Michael Michel from the Bracer Guild, right? Something up? Sort of. The Bracers want to exchange intel with us. So this is about Heiwei and the Red Constellation too, huh? I guess if anyone would know about what's going on out of state, it'd be Arios. It's a tempting offer, if you ask me. So, should we head back to the city? Actually, Arios isn't going to be back at their branch until this evening. We can continue taking care of business until then. Still haven't gathered much information about the Red Constellation. Why don't we take the car and check things around the state? Sounds like a good idea. We can head to the guild on East Street once we're done. I'm looking for Home Chick Slice. Not that I'm particularly interested in speaking with her. I think that was her room right there. Oh no, this is it. Hello again, everyone. Are you on your way back from finishing Dr. Salin's request? Yeah, that's right. How about you, Cecile? Taking another break? You could say that. I'm on the graveyard shift tonight, so I'm getting some things in order before heading back to the main building. I was thinking of grabbing some of my favorite black tea to keep me awake. You must have a long night ahead of you. I get that you're doing good work, Cecile, but don't forget to take care of yourself too, okay? I know. Give me some credit, Lloyd. I'm tougher than I look. Maybe a little bit of guy's tenacity rubbed off on me after all our years together. Now that you mention it, I couldn't help but notice that photo you were looking at when we walked in. That picture of the man himself. It is. Would you like to take a closer look? I think I remember this one. It was taken 3 years ago, right outside the CPD. Man on the right is my older brother, Guy Bannings. So this is him. He looks like the kind of guy who's unafraid to wear his heart on his sleeve, not unlike another Detective Bannings I know. Darn, Cecile was just as much of a bombshell then as she is today. What I would have given to have a gorgeous woman like her doting on me growing up. Have some self-respect, Randy. Looking at you and Guy together like this, the two of you seemed like the perfect couple. Why, thank you. I don't think I could have asked for a better compliment. Let's not overlook that cute third wheel of a little brother in the middle. I don't think your baby face has changed a bit. Already I can see the budding signs of the heart stealer you were destined to become. The pure maidens of this world just weren't ready for you. Excuse me? Isn't that wrong? If he's had this charm since back then, he really is a force to be reckoned with. I feel like I'm getting misrepresented here. Still, a lot has changed in the few years since this photo was taken. So much, but even as the world moves on, I feel just as stuck in the past as the day Guy passed away. Seal. Listen, it may take a while longer, but I want you to keep waiting. Haven't forgotten, and I've never given up. I swear, one day I'm going to find the truth behind my brother's death. And he won't be alone. The SSS is Guy's legacy. That means we're in this together. Thank you, everyone. But don't feel as though you have to accomplish the impossible. As long as you're able to carry on your lives in peace, that's all I really need. So, if I ever see you brought in here on a stretcher, I'll have Dr. Salen whip up the worst medicine you've ever tasted. Well, if she's the one making it, I'm sure it'll work, at the very least. If she wanted to, she could probably concoct the bitterest thing imaginable without sacrificing any positive effects. Point taken, we'll be careful. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so I've been saying that I think Guy is alive, but I also want to include in there that, like, he could be, his brain controlling a robot alive, just some form of Guy is around and can flaunt his knowledge and, take advantage of memories and things like that. Okay, we need to head to the Bracer Guild. You hide him back here. Let's go check in on Shizuku and Zeet. Alright, Shizuku, give it a whirl. Okay, give me your paw, Zeet. Wow, Zeet's so smart. And his paws are really soft, too. I know, right? Look at those toe beans. Toe beans. Alright, let's try using this one. Gotta go back to all the other spots and use the medium rod. Trout. Oops, I did not want to fish again. But I guess I'm fishing again. Give me something I haven't gotten before. Come on. That's not something I haven't gotten before. Alright, let's go see what Arios wants. Ooh, actually, hold on. Before I do this, since I'm in the area, I'm gonna go check out the exchange shop. Oh, I can get myself a silver chain. Got an arowana yet. Luminous glasses. I feel like I have those equipped on somebody. Turbo fry. Jiggly pudding. Impulse popcorn. What I have prevents delay instead of sleep and doesn't have 2 movement. Floral bottle takes my impede 1 and my 1 piranha. Mega Haduka. I mean, that is pretty strong, but who knows when I'll be able to get that. Yama's Burga Tofu. Okay, so the only thing I can get is this, and I think this is worth having. Over to the quartz. If I get rid of poison, I can get septium vein. I think I'm going to do that. Headsman noodles. I do have a seal, but I already have a prankster. I do have a burn. Gain CP by attacking enemies on the field. I do have a sword breaker, but I don't have queen crabs. Missing AP charges. This really needs to go on you. Do have the luminous glasses. I think it gave accuracy. Yeah, take that. Want this? Actually, yes, I do want this. Because Homeboy Slice is using that ghetto thing right now. Steel wrist gladiator. I believe I have the steel wrist. Yes, I do. Give you that. We'll give you the silver chain. Alright. Looks like I wasted just enough time to mark. And do that, and then speak to Arios.